Hello, hello. Want to say welcome. I so appreciate our connection. And if you are looking to be a successful firm, not just any firm, not just mediocre, the average or the status quo, but you really want to have a firm that supports your lifestyle and has meaning for you, then I have 5 crucial recommendations for your accounting firm to be successful. And I simply want to start off by saying, firm owners are the exceptional few. That's because it is easier, less risky to continue being a W-2 working for someone else than it is to own your own firm. But there are some firm owners who intentionally set out to have a business that really, right from the get-go, decided that they wanted to have their own firm. And then many others are what I call accidental entrepreneurs. So something actually influenced you to move in this direction. It wasn't actually a decision that was a priority or even maybe something that you intended to do. It's possible that your side hustle turned into a full-time gig. You found that unemployment doesn't suit you. Personal circumstances made it difficult for you to work a 9-to-5, or you realized that possibly the corporate ladder just wasn't for you. You weren't interested in climbing up it, or it wasn't really all that you thought it was meant to be. So either way, now that you're a firm owner, let's find a way for you to strategically grow your firm, whether you're just starting out or whether you've been doing this for a long time. I believe that by being strategic, by really you making the decision and leading the way in a way that really works for you and serves your lifestyle instead of drains the life out of you, means that you end up running your firm instead of your firm running you. And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about because you've been having your firm run you for too long, and that leads to burnout, exhaustion, overwhelm. It's not a good place to be, and it is not sustainable. Anyway, these are my 5 recommendations for your firm to be successful. And the very first one is talk to your clients. Yes, you want to actually talk to your clients. You want to meet with them. That's because your firm exists because of you having clients. And the more that you actually connect with them, understand them, build that relationship with them, means that it is like compounding interest. They will gain loyalty. They'll stick with you longer and longer. Maybe they'll go ahead and actually want to have you do other things because of these conversations with them. So make the time to consistently speak with your clients. And I know that you're busy. Sometimes that feels like you might be annoying them. You don't want to interrupt them because they're busy as well. However, this is a value add. And once again, the more that you invest in the relationship, the longer that they'll stay with you, they'll be loyal, they'll tell others about you, and you will increase the value of a client. Number 2 is showcase your expertise. This is partly done by narrowing your focus. Instead of trying to be a generalist, which is all things to all people and saying yes to everything that comes your way as far as requests go, I want you to actually go ahead and narrow your focus. It might feel counterintuitive, but this is where less is more. And one way to do that is by niching. And niching is definitely a strategic move. However, it is highly profitable. Some of the questions that you might want to think about as you are deciding to really go down a specific road and really work with a particular client, solving a particular problem that they have, but narrowing your focus is 3 questions. The first one is, what do you do exceptionally well? You do better than most others in your category. Number 2 is, what problem does this solve? So, and do your clients even know that they have this particular problem? So think about that. And number 3 is, what is the value of solving this problem? So those are things to think about, is what it is that you do exceptionally well, what problem does it solve, and what's the value of solving this problem. Now, once you decide to have a niche, you don't want to remain a best kept secret. So education is the way to be able to absolutely grow your niche very strategically. And I will say, through education, whatever that means, but really about giving first by letting them know that this is a problem that they have. You understand it, you solve it for them, what's possible once they no longer have this problem. It is very, very client attractive. It advances your firm and it gets you known. So think about how to be able to expand your firm by really narrowing your focus. Number 3 is defining your brand. Now, as soon as I say that, the connection might be to marketing, and marketing is something maybe that you do a little bit, but you don't do a lot of, you don't fully understand it. It feels overwhelming. You don't know how to communicate your value. I absolutely understand that. But there is a way to do it strategically, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, or maybe you're an ambivert, a little bit of both, depending on the situation. But there is a way to really strategically brand your firm. And by doing this, it is something that keeps you in the eyes and top of mind of your clients. But so often, because it feels uncomfortable or you don't have the time for it, it's easy to neglect. But what you want to think about is really, what are the core values of your firm? What is the purpose? Why is it that you're doing this? What value does it serve, or what has meaning for you? And then you want to be able to sprinkle those things everywhere, whether it's your website, social media, whether you're meeting with someone at an in-person or virtual meeting. You want to be able to really go ahead and let people know what it is that you care most about, why it matters, and really what it does for another person. So think about, what is that core value that you are on a mission and feels very, very meaningful for you, and start to let others know. And this is why it is an advanced move. It creates authenticity. People feel like they really connect with you as an individual, or they really get what your firm stands behind. And authenticity is very, very client attractive. In fact, the more transparent you are, within reason, the more likely people will actually trust you. They want to work with not just a business where it's transactional. They care about the relationship, and they want to know that you understand them and that they matter to you also. Number 4 is give people what they want. And this is where it's easy to follow trends. What is everybody else doing? And then you end up with FOMO, fear of missing out, that if you don't follow that trend, then maybe you're not going to capture a part of the audience. You're going to be left behind, and it's going to be devastating to your firm. But what you really want to do is find out what it is that best serves your high value clients. And I want to say that here, it is okay to be contrary to what's popular. This is where you might want to be what I call a rule breaker, where you are doing what you intuitively know is the right things for your clients that are going to make a difference and really elevate what it is that's happening for them and the results that they achieve, even though it might not be the most popular way to go. So you might want to start doing this by, once again, going back to number 1, having conversations with your ideal clients, and begin to identify with your high value clients, those dream clients that you have, what it is that's top of mind for them, what it is that they're moving towards, what they need, and how you might be able to be of service with them, helping them achieve their goals for their dream business. So think about that, and what are some of the things that actually they need that you might be able to help them with or complement what you're already doing. And that is a way to be able to give people what they want. The other way to look at that also as an alternative is that maybe you're not able to actually do that for them, but you might know somebody else that could. And that's where you become a connector. And being a connector of connecting people together is very, very high value. And it comes back to you. I believe it's good business karma. Okay, number 5 is don't reinvent the wheel. So I just told you to be a rule breaker in number 4, and now I'm telling you not to reinvent the wheel. I understand that there might be some contradiction, but these are things for you to really think about, and that the fact is that they actually complement one another. So one of the things to look at is that there are some things that have already been accepted in your industry and that actually work. And here's where you want to take it to the next level. Find out what works and improve the offer of how you deliver that, the experience, the results that it achieves, so it's better than everybody else's offer that does something similar. This is where you really get to stand out and shine. So think about with your service, well, advisory services, go ahead and add things in, because not only do they need the compliance part of the financials, but by understanding how to apply that data to their future growth is going to make a difference. Or is it possible that there's something else that would really help them and they don't even realize that it exists, but you know from an industry standard that it does. So think about what's already being done, what's getting results, and how can that go ahead and not only be something that you offer, but what can you do to add, to even make it a sweeter appeal to your clients? So that is something to think about is, yes, don't reinvent the wheel, do things that are already there, but think about how you can even up-level that particular service that you're offering or the results that your clients are receiving. So no matter what I want you to do is work hard. I want you to remain on your path, take some calculated risks, and continually question your current methods to see if sticking with the status quo is good enough, or maybe there's something that's going to raise the bar, up-level your firm, and the results that your clients are going to achieve because of the fact that you made a little bit of a pivot or an adjustment. But it all comes back to consistently reaching out to your clients, your future clients, your potential clients, your current clients. Talking with them is a game changer. And once again, don't second guess yourself, dismiss your gut feeling, or stray from your vision, because overall, we want you to have a strategy that grows a firm that supports your lifestyle instead of a firm that actually drains the life out of you. I hope these recommendations help. And once again, I'll go through them really quickly. Number 1 is talk with your clients. Number 2 is showcase your expertise. 3 is define your brand. 4 is give people what they want. And 5 is reinvent the wheel. Once again, let me know what it is that you took away, what it is that resonated with you, what it is that you are immediately going to put into play. Would love to hear what's coming up for you. Any questions you have, let me know below. The more that I get some feedback, insights with you, the more that I can go ahead and support you on your journey to having your dream firm. So once again, let me know below what it is that you took as a takeaway or as a validation of something you're already doing, a next level move. Would love to hear from you. Loren Fogelman, showing accounting professionals how to double their income, working half the time.